Hello again, class 302. Let's start regular verbs. I'm on page 292, but I'm using the list, the first column on page 170. Yes, at the top, I joined this company in 1977 because I formed this company in 1977. I started this company in 1977. So I joined my own startup. I joined my own company. I lived in Oklahoma in the 1960s. I lived in Houston in the 1950s. I lived in Austin, Texas, the capital. I lived in 1973-74, academic year. I lived in Dallas, Texas for 2 years, from 1970 to 1972. I lived in Almonacid de Zorita in the province of Guadalajara in the fall of 1974, my memory. And I lived in the residence of the nuclear plant, a nuclear plant there, de Zorita, in 1975, in the first 7 months of 1975, until July 1975. I lived in the province of Guadalajara for 1 year, almost 1 year. I lived in the province of Guadalajara for almost 1 year. I played American football when I was a kid and a teenager. I played basketball in the winter. I played basketball in the winter. I played football in the fall, in the autumn, and I played baseball, or I ran in athletics, track and field, in the spring. I played golf in the spring and in the summer, and in the early fall, primeros de la temporada de otoño. I played golf. I played golf on the weekends, but I played baseball or football during the week. I prepared. Yes, this list. Yesterday I used a list for mastering the interrogative. I prepared this list probably in 1984. I prepared this list 35 or 40 years ago. I prepared it. I prepared this list. Richard, when was the last time you prepared a paella? I've never prepared a paella from start to finish. Richard, when was the last time you prepared a specific class? A specific class, one session. The last time I prepared one particular session was maybe 30 years ago. I don't prepare classes. It's here. It's here. I've been teaching too long. It's time for me to retire. Saved. Do you save money? Yes, I save money. When did you save the most? I saved the most money between 1977 and 1989. I remember perfectly those 12 years. And I remember in 1989 I started a project and I couldn't continue saving money. But I saved quite a bit. I saved a lot. I saved a lot during those years. I was very conservative. I saved a lot. Richard, did it rain yesterday? It rained during the night. Yes. But it didn't rain when I started this class. It wasn't raining, but it rained before I started this class yesterday. Rained. It rained all day and it rained all night. Okay, raised. Yes. Okay, I'm going to raise. I have a pink pencil, a blue pencil, and a yellow pencil. All right. Now, what am I going to do with these pencils? Well, I'm going to raise one. I'm going to lower another one. And I'm going to leave the other one where it is. Okay, are you ready? Now watch. I'm raising the yellow pencil. Okay, I'm raising the yellow pencil. I have raised it Raised it. I have raised it about 10 centimeters, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to lower the pink pencil. Now I'm lowering it. I'm not raising it. Now, I have lowered it. Enlacemos. I have lowered it about 15 centimeters, okay? I think. So, now, and this pencil, I'm keeping it in the same place. I haven't moved it. So, which pencil did I raise? The pink one or the yellow one? Richard, you raised the pink one. No, I didn't. I raised the yellow one. Oh, you did? I don't remember. I raised the yellow pencil. Okay, you raised the yellow pencil. You win. Okay, fine. Yeah, but how far did I raise it? How far did you raise it? What do you mean? ¿Qué quiero decir? I mean, ¿qué distancia? In centimeters. Oh, okay. How you raised it? 10 centimeters, right? Correct. I raised it about. I raised it. Enlazo. I raised it. I raised it. ¿Qué he dicho en raised it? I raised it. Me lío yo a veces. I raised it 10 centimeters. And did I raise the pink pencil? No, you didn't. How do you know? Well, I remember you didn't raise the pink pencil. What did I do with the pink pencil? You lowered it. Really? Did I lower it 10 centimeters? Well, yes and no. What do you mean, yes and no? Did I lower it 10 centimeters or not? Well, you lowered it 10 centimeters and even more. Okay. How many centimeters did I lower it? You lowered it 15 centimeters. So, to raise and to lower is hacer que suba y hacer que baje. Siempre hay un agente activador que hace subir o bajar para usar esos verbos. To raise. Te voy a subir tu nivel de inglés. I'm going to raise your English level. I'm going to raise your English level. I'm not going to lower your English level. Now, if you're a high jumper, saltador de altura, if you're successful, they continue raising the bar higher and higher, and you continue jumping over the bar. La listón decimos bar. Over the bar. Now, if you're a member of the limbo team, you go under the bar. And so they need to continue, you go under the bar, and they continue lowering the bar until it's impossible. All right, to raise, seemed, yes. When I was a little boy, everything seemed wonderful, marvelous. When I was 3 years old, 4 years old, the birds were singing. Everything seemed wonderful. But then I had to start going to school. And I had to become logical. I had to become rational. I had to become serious and responsible. Yes. Before that, everything seemed wonderful. Todo parecía maravilloso. But then I started school, and I had to be responsible. Okay. And the things didn't seem so great. Seemed. Yeah, seemed. It seemed like yesterday when I saw you, you seemed angry. I mean, you looked angry, and you sounded angry. Yeah, when you spoke, you sounded angry, and you looked angry. O sea, parecer, según mi captura visual, usamos el verbo to look. Te veo, pareces enfadado, tal y como te miro, te veo. So you look angry. Ahora, si estás despotricando en voz alta, dices, well, ¿qué pasa? Pareces enfadado. You sound angry. You sound angry. Ahora bien, englobando todos los sentidos, decimos seem. You seem angry. Seem. All right. Stayed. You know, when I came to Spain, the first time I came to Spain was in 1972 by train from Paris to Barcelona. And the first 2 weeks I was in Spain, I was in Barcelona, and I stayed in a student residence in the University of Barcelona. Yeah, along the Diagonal. I stayed in that student residence. To stay, además de permanecer o quedarse. Me voy a quedar después de la clase con Marta para tomar una caña. I'm going to stay here after the class and have a beer with Marta. To stay, but stay también es alojarse. The first place I stayed in Spain was in the University of Barcelona. Then we came to Madrid, a group of students, and I stayed in the Colegio Mayor José Antonio in the Complutense, next to the Casa do Brasil, right there. I stayed there. Now it's not a student residence. I stayed there. But then I found a house, and I rented a flat. But then I went on a long trip in Christmas, and I came back, and I stayed the first night in a friend's house, and then I stayed in Pensión Gracia, Gracia de Triana, una cantadora andaluza. I stayed in Pensión Gracia on Calle de la Luna. I stayed there for 1 week in a hostal, pensión, until I found a permanent place. I stayed, smiled. Did I smile in the last class? Did I smile when I said goodbye? A little. You smiled a little. Did I smile at you or did I smile at Marta? You smiled at me. All right. Are you smiling now? Smile. Smile. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Yes, a smile is very powerful. I recommend smiling. To smile, pulled. You remember, I pushed and Marta pulled. I said, Marta, I'll push and you'll pull. Yo empujaré y tú tirarás de la puerta, de la mesa. Y no funcionó. I pushed, and she pulled, but it didn't move. So we decided to lift it. And between the two of us, we lifted the table and moved it. But at the beginning, I pushed and she pulled, but it didn't work. All right. Point number 28, the last point in Unit 26, then we'll pass to Unit 27. All right, cut. The last time I cut my hair myself, never. I don't remember ever cutting my hair completely myself. I go to the barber to get a haircut. Yes, and the last time I cut my finger in the kitchen, I don't remember. One of my best friends, I remember, in college, in the last year, we were 22 years old, in Austin, Texas, and he was a big, strong guy. I mean, he was Mr. Macho, right? He was a big, strong guy. And we went to his apartment to watch a football game on television, and he opened the refrigerator and took out 2 beers. At that time, that's a long time ago, that's 1974, the beers you opened, there was a little piece of metal. And he was in the kitchen, and I was standing behind him, and he opened the beer, and whoop, he cut his finger. Choom. And he said, oh, I cut my finger. And he turned on the tap of the water. He put his finger under the tap, and it was bleeding, sangrando. It was bleeding a lot. And he fainted. I caught him. I remember, this big guy, he fainted. Se desmayó. This big, strong American football player fainted at the sight of blood on his finger, with the water coming down and the blood flowing off, and he fainted. But I caught him before he hit the ground. But he was heavy. Yeah, his name was Tom. I can't remember his last name. So he cut himself. What did he do? He cut himself. Where did he cut himself? On his index finger. It's dangerous. Now, not very much, but at that time it was a bit dangerous to open cans of beer. All right. So, and did he drink the beer? After that, yeah, he drank the beer. After he woke up. How much later did he wake up? Well, he fainted, but he woke up 10 seconds, 5 seconds or 10 seconds, immediately. 5 or 10 seconds later, he woke up. I said, Tom, are you okay? All right. I forgot. You forgot what? I forgot to bring the other list. I brought this list, but I forgot the other list. To forget. Do you forget things easily? Yes, I forget things easily. This week, I haven't forgotten anything except that list. But last week, I forgot several things. I always forget things. I'm very forgetful. What did you eat for dinner last night? I ate popcorn. Popcorn for dinner? Yeah. Well, yes and no. I ate a little bit of popcorn and I ate some chicken. Okay. What did you drink? I drank water. I drank water. I ate chicken and popcorn and I drank water. You're a little strange. Yeah. When did you get your driver's license? Mi carnet de conducir. By the way, the British say driving license. I got my driver's license when I was 16. 16? That's young. Well, in the U.S., in most states, the driving age is 16. So I got my driver's license when I was 16, but I got a special permit when I was 15 and a half because my mother was disabled, temporarily disabled. And in Oklahoma, if you don't have a car, you're dead. And so I took my mother to go shopping. And so I had a special permit. So I started driving when I was 15 and a half. All right. Hey, did you hear any jokes yesterday? Yes, Marta told 2 jokes yesterday. So I heard 2 jokes. Marta is my only access to jokes. All right. How many classes did you give last week? I gave 5 classes. And this week, I've given 5 classes. How many centimeters did you grow last year? Me? I didn't grow any. And your grandchildren? Well, they probably grew. Last year, my grandchildren probably grew maybe 8 centimeters last year, or 10 centimeters. They are 7 and 5, almost 7 years old, and 5 years old, respectively. So they are growing. They are growing. All right. Drink, grew, heard, held, hurt. Yes, hurt. Did you hurt, Richard? Yes. Did you hurt Marta's feelings yesterday? No, I didn't hurt. Marta, did I hurt your feelings? She says I didn't. Hablamos de esto hace 2-3 días. Or 2 weeks ago. I didn't hurt your feelings yesterday, right? No, I didn't hurt her feelings. Do you want me to hurt her feelings? Do you want me to hurt her feelings? Yeah? Okay. Marta, you're doing a terrible job. The next time, you be careful. Because it's not true. She's doing a fantastic job. So, it's not my desire to hurt her feelings. The last thing in the world I would do is to hurt her feelings. And has Marta ever hurt your feelings? No, she's never hurt my feelings. Have you ever hurt your wrist? Yes, I've hurt my wrist. Have you ever hurt your elbow? Well, yes, I've hurt my elbow. Me duele el pie. Me duelen los pies porque estos zapatos me están haciendo daño. Escucha. My feet hurt. My feet hurt or my feet are hurting. See, my feet hurt. Today my feet hurt because my shoes are hurting my feet. Or my shoes are hurting me. So the verbo to hurt, H-U-R-T, hurt, H-U-R-T, means doler, pero también hacer daño. Ahora, en español siempre dice me duele, te duele, le duele a él, nos duele. Siempre personalizamos con te, me, os, nos duele. En inglés no. Me duele el codo. In English, mi codo duele. My elbow hurts. Me duele el cuello. My neck hurts. Me duelen las costillas. My ribs hurt. Ojo con hurt, he hurts. Remember, third person singular and the rest. Yes. Me duele la rodilla derecha. My right knee hurts. My back hurts. Oh, my back is killing me. Se dice mucho killing me. My neck hurts. My back hurts. My elbow hurts. My knee hurts. My feet hurt because my shoes are hurting me, etc. To hurt. Hurt es también perjudicar. No saber inglés bien puede perjudicar tu futuro. Not knowing, el no saber, not knowing English well can hurt your chances in the future. It can be detrimental to your opportunities in the future. It can hurt your chances for success. To hurt. All right. Me queda flew. Yes. I flew. The last time I flew to London was 22 years ago. Now, the last time I flew to Luton, just north of London, or to Gatwick, just south of London, was maybe 2 years ago. The last time I flew to Paris was a year and a half ago. The last time I flew to New York was a year and a half ago. The last time I flew to Texas was 3 years ago. Wow. To fly. Do you like to fly, Richard? No. It's fine, yeah. Well, it depends. Long distance, it's very uncomfortable. But you reach your destination very quickly. So, have you ever flown to Marrakesh? In Morocco, yes, I've flown to Marrakesh. I flew from Madrid to Casablanca, and then I flew from Casablanca to Marrakesh. Have you ever flown to Sicily? Sicily, yes, I have. I flew from Madrid to Pisa, and then I flew from Pisa to Palermo in Sicily. Have you ever flown to Istanbul? Yes. I've been to Istanbul twice. The first time I flew to Istanbul from Tel Aviv in Israel. The second time I went to Istanbul by ship from Athens, Mykonos, Lesbos, and then Istanbul. All right. Lo he cubierto casi todo. Hit. Yes, to hit. Yeah. Pegué. What am I doing? I'm hitting the table. And now? Richard, you're still hitting the table. And now? You're still hitting the table. Well, have I finished yet? You haven't finished yet. You're still hitting the table. Tell me to stop. Richard, could you stop hitting the table, please? Sure. How many times did I hit the table? You hit the table probably 25 times. Did you count? I didn't count. But I think you hit the table. Hit. Every day I hit, yesterday I hit, lately I've hit. Hit is pegar, golpear. Hit, to hit. También pegar una pelota de béisbol, to hit, o raqueta de tenis, to hit the ball, to hit. All right, my friends, we have finished another unit, and we are starting Unit 27, and in Unit 27 we are going to meet Inés Garcia again, and maybe some other people. No, at least Inés Garcia for the moment. But in any case, I'm going to start with the typical review. Fractions. 1/4 is the same as 25%. 1/2 is the same as 50%. 1/10 is the same as 10%. 1/5 is the same as 20%. 1/5 of the people in Spain smoke. 20% of the people in Spain smoke. 2/3 of the people in Spain live in flats. 66% of the people in Spain live in flats. 99% of the people in Spain know how to read and write. Well, no, not true. 95% of the people in Spain know how to read and write. What do you mean 95%? 100% of the people in Spain know how to read and write. The illiteracy rate in Spain is practically zero. Yes and no. The children between birth and age 5 usually don't know how to read and write. And that's maybe 5% of the population. What percent of the population is under 5 years old? Maybe 5%. Yeah, 1/20th. Como fracción, 1/20. Una veintena parte. 1/20th of the 5% of the population in Spain is under the age of 5. All right, numbers. My God, I don't have time to do numbers because I'm running out of time. Se me está acabando el tiempo, se me va. I'm running out of time. But I'll be back tomorrow as usual. See you.